Okay, right. Now in question 4, they say that solve for x in terms of k if 2x minus 1 squared equals to k, and write down the values of k for which the equation is real roots. Ne? Now the first step that we can do is to first solve for x in terms of k. So now remember we are given the equation as 2x minus 2x minus 1 squared equals to k. Now remember, in maths, to ever get rid of the root, we gotta always square both sides, right? Squaring both sides. Now remember, also in maths, whenever you do a square, you gotta always put a plus or a minus there. Then if you do that, you're gonna get 2x minus 1 equals to plus minus square root k square root k. Then you're going to take the 1 to the other side, so it's going to become 2x equals to 1 plus minus square root k. Then you got to divide both sides by 2. Then your x should be x equals to 1 plus minus square root k over 2. So this will be your answers. This will be your answers of x in terms of k. Now they want you to write down the values of k for which the equation is gonna have real roots. Now this part of the equation, this part of the question is what we call the nature of the roots. Now according to the nature of the roots, if your if what's inside the root there, sorry, is what they say that is what inside the, if that thing there inside the root is less than, remember it has really, if that thing inside the root there is greater than or equals to 0, then that means it's greater than or equals to 0, then that means that your roots are gonna be real. Now remember what we have found, that what's inside here, that thing there, the nature of the roots, it's that k there. So you're gonna basically just substitute k greater than 0. So actually the values of k for which the equation is real roots, it's when k is greater than or equals to 0. And then your solutions for x, these are the solutions for x. Okay, for you now, remember, please don't forget, when they start speaking about roots, it means now the nature of the roots, meaning it's the answer inside that square there. But in our case, can you see it was k? So we only, in that change, that triangle there, it stands for what is inside there. And remember, according to the quadratic formula, what's inside there is basically given as change equals to b squared minus 4ac. But in our case, we could identify that it's only just k. So that means that nature of roots inside this basically must be greater than or equals to 0, meaning that our k has to be greater than or equals to 0. Hope that's understandable.